Most people don't struggle to say no because they're too nice. They struggle because they're afraid of losing position. Saying no is not a communication problem. It's a power problem. And if you pay attention, you will notice something. The people that usually say yes to everything are the ones that have the least control over their own lives. And the people that say no calmly are the ones that people respect, even if they don't like it. Let me tell you the real reason why you feel guilty when you say no. The guilt that you feel after saying no is not kindness. It's actually fear. Fear of losing approval, fear of being seen differently, fear of disrupting how people relate to you, things like that. So instead of making decisions, you manage perception. And the moment you manage perception, you lose power. 2, people don't want your yes, they want your access. Most people don't actually care about your well-being. They care about access to your time, to your energy, to your attention. And when you always say yes, you train people to believe that you're available on demand. That is not kindness. That's self-positioning at the bottom, if you ask me. Let me tell you why your no feels heavy. Your no feels heavy because it's rare. You've made it rare. When you make something rare, it carries weight. So if you only say no occasionally, it feels like a disruption. But if no becomes a part of your normal behavior, it loses emotional charge. Why? Because it becomes neutral. Power is not in saying no aggressively. Power is in saying no without emotional leakage. That means you have to say no without long explanations, defensive tone, over apologizing. That means you say something like, I can't, not this time, that doesn't work for me, and stop. Don't over-explain yourself. Why? Because silence actually forces people to adjust to your boundary. Let me tell you why people resist your no. When you start saying no, people react. Not because you've done something wrong, but because you've changed the dynamic. They were used to access, and now there is resistance. And you know how the saying goes, like, resistance is how you know a boundary was necessary. That's true. The goal is not to say no more. The goal is to stop negotiating with yourself. Once you decide internally, your communication just becomes simple. No becomes a reflection of your clarity and non-conflict. The people who struggle the most with saying no are usually the people who abandon themselves the fastest. And the people that say no calmly are non-cold. They are just not available for manipulation. That's all. Your life changes the moment you realize this. Every yes that you give away unnecessarily is a small loss of control. And every no you stand on is, how do I say this? A quiet return of power. Thanks for watching. See you next time.